All right, looks like we're going to take our Sunday drive on Saturday today. Tomorrow morning, well, overnight tonight, it's supposed to do a lot of raining, so we're going to go for a little ride today. One of the things we're going to do is test we're going to test one microphone. We've got some new microphones. This one we're not going to run today. This is a small Rode, one made in Australia. I don't think it has the model number on it anywhere, but the two of the ones I got come with these nice furry wind caps. The other one is a Boya microphone, which is what we got hooked up right now. That's that furry looking thing there, and that's cabled to the smartphone, which is clamped in the back there, and we'll see how well they work. One thing I found out pretty quickly is you need the TRRS connection on here. This cable is TRRS to normal 3 conductor audio jack. These are 3.5 millimeters. But if you don't use the TRRS, the smartphone doesn't recognize it. This is an Android phone. The smartphone won't recognize it unless you use the TRRS. As soon as you plug a TRRS in and you hit record, it says recording in remote audio mode. So let's get to testing. So yesterday we did a bit of tuning on the car. Did a little internet research to figure out what you should be running as baselines, and really had to change a lot of things around as far as the timing goes. So it's running a bit cleaner now, so that's good. It sounds a little different. It's a little more crisp. But one of the main things, as I mentioned before, I was trying to sort out is the very low throttle opening, you know, like when you're in first and second gear and you're just basically driving out of a parking lot. This thing really has a tendency to start bucking back and forth. So that's not good. And I accidentally came across the video about the IAC, the IAC, the idle air control valve, and how to set it on the Holley Sniper system. And the Holley Sniper system is actually very similar to this Atomic LS system. So I tried that. The guy said you want your IAC to be in the 8 to 12% range when it's at idle. And what I found was that that's a tricky thing to get, and it kind of moves around all over the place after you've set it. But bottom line, for me to get that percentage, the throttle plate is completely closed when I do it, and that causes a little bit of a problem. Sometimes the throttle plate, since it's actually sitting completely closed, sometimes it actually sticks a little bit. So I think our main problem is this throttle plate, this throttle body is probably just a little too big for what we're doing here. It is a bigger than stock, and also remember that stock is throttle by wire, so the computer controls all that stuff. There is no IAC, so I think they went with a little bit bigger throttle body. I think it's 88 millimeters or something like that. This is a 92 millimeter throttle body. So yeah, Not sure how we're going to solve that problem, but basically it runs really good now, except for right down there at the low throttle opening. Even going up this hill, I just shifted in third gear, 1500 RPMs. It runs nice. This is where you're going to get some fuel mileage. And we're actually doing a fuel mileage run now. Last Sunday, I guess it was, I got the odometer working again, so now we can actually see how many miles we're driving. And that, as you know, is essential to trying to figure out how many miles per gallon you're getting. So we zeroed the trip meter. Right now we're at 81 and a half miles. So I'm figuring we'll probably go about 150 miles or so. Fill it up again. See how many gallons it takes, and find out how many miles we went. That'll give us miles per gallon. And you can hear right now it idles very strong. It's really good. As we start out here, you'll see it'll start bucking like that. And the current cure for that is to, just push the clutch in again. But really we shouldn't have to do that, so other than that low throttle opening problem, I mean, the car is great. Pretty much everything is fixed now, so we're back to the just a few small things to work on. Horn works, brake lights work again, odometer works, all the other gauges work. So we're in pretty good shape. Throttle opening here going up a hill is a little better because the car is more loaded, so it doesn't have that tendency to buck. It's like when you're really trying to go slow, like in a parking lot or in bumper to bumper traffic, it starts bucking back and forth. Right now, that's the only reason I wouldn't drive this car to work every day. Just because, I do have to go into bumper-to-bumper traffic. And it's not a total, no-go. It's just that, you're going to have to use the clutch a lot more. other than that bucking, it's running really clean. When you shift and stuff, it's like pulls really good, and there's not a lot of drama involved. Right now we got both windows open, so it's a good test for the windsock on this microphone. Hopefully you can hear me. I love that fifth gear. 50 miles an hour, it drops right down to like 1600 RPMs. And it just runs real nice there. So yeah, at this point we're concentrating on the more of the daily driving aspects of tuning than, you know, full power. Full power is nice, but if you can't drive it slow, it's no fun as an everyday car. So yeah, the tuning dramas will continue. It's not something we're going to be able to solve really quickly. I mean, obviously the easiest solution would be to just bolt on an earlier throttle body. But the earlier throttle bodies have a different bolt pattern than the throttle-by-wire throttle bodies which this engine came with. So the intake manifold is a 4-bolt throttle body, and I believe the earlier throttle-by-wire throttle bodies are 3-bolt and a different pattern. So it won't be easy to substitute another throttle body. Well, a smaller throttle body. This one's an aftermarket throttle body, deliberately made to convert a 4-bolt to a throttle by cable system. Soak up some of those G's in the high cornering sections. I know you won't be able to feel any of that on the camera, so sorry about that. I have no way of figuring out how to get the G's on the camera. So, oh well, I'll get all the fun. You guys can watch. All right, so we just got back from our test drive. We talked a little bit about low speed, low throttle opening tuning on this engine, which is a little problematic for our aftermarket 92 millimeter throttle body. So haven't figured out what we'll do about that yet. I just reviewed the video, and our microphone actually seems to have worked pretty good. So let me know in the comments what you thought of the audio and if it was better than past audios, because that seems to be a little challenging recording with a smartphone like we're doing right now. But yeah, other than that, the car is really good. Still a ton of fun. There'll be a link in the description to the coldpail.com build thread of this, and a link to the, well, if you can just click on the Stoker Don icon and go to my channel, and you'll see the whole 160 plus video thread, well, playlist of this car, from when it had the 3-liter 4-cylinder in it till where it is right now, which is from okay to completely friggin' awesome.